2 billion people are at risk from malaria. In other words, 40% of the world's population. Each year, between 1 and 3 million people die from this illness. Sub-Saharan Africa is by far the most affected continent. Over past decades, numerous treatments for malaria have been discovered, but each time the parasite develops resistance and therefore reduces the effectiveness of treatments. Some very effective new treatments have been developed. These are ACT's artemisinin-based combination therapy. Artemisia is the main active ingredient and is extracted from a Asian medicinal plant called Artemisia annua. To make this drug accessible to as many people as possible, the production of Artemisia has to be increased quickly. In order to do this, various African countries, including Madagascar, have begun to grow it. The objective of Bionex, the company behind the Madagascar branch, is to contribute towards making ACTs available at a reasonable price, and also to obtain a quality product which respects the rigorous pharmaceutical norms. At the beginning, everything seemed easy. We thought that within 6 months, the growth cycle of Artemisia is 6 months, there would be 2 months of nursery. An Artemisia nursery is very easy to set up. Everyone was convinced that the culture of the plant would be a piece of cake. The plant was supposed to be like weed, able to grow everywhere with very limited inputs. We first started in a field that hadn't been cultivated for a long time, a failure land. We started without fertilizer. The results have been cruel. In Marvoy, we reached a ton on 130 hectares when we expected around 150 tons. And then, one day, we started a small platform in Nsirabe. We sowed naked seeds in simple holes in the ground, and they germinated very well. We covered the holes with straw to avoid the wind from blowing the seeds. The results were exceptional, and we said, the solution is to extend direct seeding and artisanal farming. One month after sowing and regularly watering the young plants, the local farmers proceed to thin them out. One month after the thinning out, the seedlings are replanted in holes ready-made for them. Each seedling, still fragile, is protected from the sun by shades. Ten days later, the shades are removed and the seedlings are watered every week for 6 months. The harvest takes place about 8 months after seeding. The Artemisia is dried on straw mats. Once dry, the plant is beaten, then sifted to separate the leaves from the stems. Giving the farmers themselves responsibility for the production of the plants has proved to be much more productive than industrial farming. The culture is very attractive for farmers. A farmer will obtain a high yield. For example, if a farmer has 70 arrows, he'll get 1 ton of dried Artemisia. And the day we will pay him, he will receive 1 million arriérés. For him, it is a very impressive amount of money for a single crop. No other crop will provide him such an income, none. Farmers know that, and they will know it even more in the future, and we will have even more farmers willing to cultivate Artemisia. To ensure the quality and the efficiency of the production branch, a training center has been set up for all farmers who decide to grow Artemisia. The farmers are supported throughout, and a strong link has been established between the farmers and the branch promoters. The price paid to the farmers is guaranteed by Bionex. This means that the farmers are not exposed to the constant fluctuation in price of Artemisia on the world markets. The sacks of dried Artemisia leaves are then sent to the extraction plant in Fianarantsoa. The active ingredient is extracted from the dried leaves with the help of solvents in large vats. This first stage produces a soft extract, a black substance containing 12% Artemisia. This soft extract is then refined outside Madagascar. This refining produces a white crystalline powder, artemisinin. Pure artemisinin is used as the base for producing ACT medicines. There is a time span of at least 12 months between sowing and the final production of refined artemisinin. A few more months are required in order to produce the medicines. The Madagascar production branch was not created overnight. Its establishment required professionalism and risk-taking. Even if there are still challenges, it is already allowing the production of a quality product that is traceable and capable of fulfilling the requirements of the most demanding pharmaceutical laboratories.